Randy Robinson backstage at the Life Today studios with tonight's guest, Nick Vujicic. And Nick, we're talking a lot about your testimony and the great things that you're doing around the world, speaking, motivating people. And I'm curious to know a little bit, though, about your daily life, what you do when you're not on stage or not on camera. What's a day in the life of Nick kind of look like?
Well, I'm very blessed to have a wonderful team, and I have 3 caregivers who look after my physical needs and anything that I need to do during the day. And I find that much easier than me doing things for myself. And so I have learned how to be independent. I can brush my teeth, comb my hair, take care of my personal hygiene, have a shower and all that sort of thing. But it just takes a lot of effort, and it just drains you, and like that's not what I'm made to do, get myself ready. I need to get ready to go out there and do what God's made me to do. And so a day in a life, if you're talking about scheduling, like what is my sort of life like, we travel a lot. I think we've traveled across 20 countries in the last 2.5 years. And we've had about 700 meetings so far in the last 2.5 years. And so if you're asking about that, I travel a lot, so I spend a lot of time at 30,000 feet in the air and with my foot on the chair. Hey, that rhymes. So it's really cool to see just how, God not only, we had a wonderful experience actually on the plane. You're exclusive for this. We flew from Indiana to...
I can't remember. Cincinnati?
It was last week.
All of us together.
I just can't remember. We were somewhere going somewhere. And we're on the plane, and this girl comes on the plane, and she's crying. And I thought, she's going to be, she's scared of flying. And no, she was saying, goodbye to her daddy. Her mummy and daddy were divorced, and she didn't know next time she was going to see him. And so it just really touched me to know that, God never wastes a minute of our time. And whether it's us traveling somewhere, I love it how Jesus, he did many of his miracles on the way to something, or on the way to a village or an engagement.
So you talked to this girl?
Oh, well, I talked a little bit, but Nate's wife really helped her out, and we got a smile in, and you're using the iPhone applications to do some fun stuff. And so, I didn't really answer your question, but in a nutshell, we travel a lot, but we know that every minute of our life counts. If we're living for Him, we can really do some amazing things. And the greatest thing of all is being able to give hope and encouragement to one soul.
When you get on a plane, are you usually sitting next to your caregiver, or do you have strangers in and out of the chair?
You know what? I normally have a caregiver sitting next to me.
Do you get a lot of? I know you got to get a lot of looks. Do you get a lot of comments from people on planes?
Definitely. Actually, we do a couple different things on a plane. Like my friends that put me in the overhead compartment one day just to get a...
No.
Yeah, we wanted to get a reaction from somebody.
Oh,
so
Lord.
Put me up there and close the door, waited for someone to come and open the door. I'd stick my head out and go, boo,
You're kidding me.
Yeah, a little louder than that, though.
Oh, my
And,
gosh.
that every now and then... I think of the idea of dressing up in a pilot's uniform and greeting the passengers as they get on the plane. It'd be quite a funny thing. But just, every now and then I turn around and it hasn't happened in a while, though, because I've been so tired that I sleep on every flight I get. But there have been some amazing times of just meeting and greeting people on the plane who either have heard of me or have not heard of me. And in the end, we give each other a hug, and I pray for them and, wish them all the best.
That's crazy and awesome at the same time. Well, there's a lot to learn about and to hear from Nick. So be sure you catch him on Life Today, either on television or online.